everyone, and welcome to this week at Shrouded, episode 68. I'm your host, AGreener. Today with us, we have Mister Wrecked and Bebo. How's it going, guys?
Woo!
Ew.
High energy.
Let's go. Okay, you don't have to say the words every time.
Yes,
Just
I do.
bring the energy. Bring the energy. Okay, anyway, we got a great show for you today. We're going to be talking, obviously, a lot about Destiny. We're going to be talking about the act structure. We're going to be talking about the Iron Banner coming out soon, 2 weeks in a row. We're going to talk about our thoughts on that. We're going to talk about Destiny's expansion lead announcing today that they are leaving Bungie. We'll probably shit on Dr. Disrespect for a couple minutes. And I Platinum Stellar Blade, so I'm going to talk about it. But for like 5 seconds before we move on. Well, not right now, but we'll talk about it later. Anyway, so I think that's what we got on the docket for today. We can start off with just because in the pre-show we were talking about the act stuff, and we were about to get right into it. Me and Bebo, we were going to get fisticuffs, I think, and Rec told us to start the show. But first, actually, I forgot. Hands. Yeah, I forgot. I have to announce our silver winners for the week, everybody. So if you didn't know, we're amazing, and we give away silver to some of our listeners every week. So if you want to know how you can win, you should join our Discord at shroudedgaming.com/Discord. We're also a huge Destiny community, so if you play Destiny, which you probably do if you listen to this, you might not. You might be weird, but you can win silver every week. So our two winners this week, 2,300 silver each, Bob the 20th and Devilito 666. Congratulations, you're the winners. Shoot me DM in Discord. If you're not in our Discord, do what I said. shroudedgaming.com/Discord. I'm AGreener. Shoot me a big old message and we will get you the link to fill out to claim your prize. Now, next, let's talk about the act structure. Okay, so what we were talking about originally was Act 1 of Episode 1 has come to an end. A very boring end. From what I've understood, I actually haven't finished the last week yet, but based on what I'm gathering so far, there hasn't been a lot going on.
Last week is where all the drama on the forum showed up about.
Are you talking about the drama of their Saint 14 and Osiris's relationship though?
Yes,
because I ignore that shit. People can eat my butt. Ironically, they probably don't want to, but anyway, whatever. So, well, we can talk about that in a minute. That's stupid. Like, I do actually. No, I'll talk about that in a minute. So, the reason we were about to drop some fisticuffs, and I wanted to talk about it a little bit more, is because people hate time gating. Time gating. So this episode, Act 1, 2, and 3, and these episode things now seem like more intense time gating than we had in the past. But the reason that I was going to argue for it, just so everyone knows and Bebo knows, is I have to look at it from a community aspect. When we had seasons, and then there was 7 weeks of content, and then there was 5 weeks of nothing. It's a struggle to keep people occupied for the 5 or 6 weeks. Now, Season of Lost, we had 7 months of nothing, so that was obviously, and we kept going, so we were doing good. When I look at how the episodes are time gated now, in my brain, community wise, it works better for us because people are coming back more frequently than they would have before. So that's the reason I was like, I'm kind of okay with it. But I do wish they would kind of just drop the whole act each time. If they want to time gate Act 1, 2, and 3, that's fine. But why don't you drop all Act 1 at the same time? Let people that want to blow through it. Dropped all of Act 2 at the same time. Let people blow through it.
So here's my argument. I understand what you're saying. On paper, it would probably make sense. The act structure, because you do keep people engaged, and you cut off the end 5 to 6 weeks where there's nothing, and you spread it out in between. However, what you're risking is losing people before you even get to Act 3 if you keep this up, because there's just, the acts are so short, the missions are so short. There's literally it was like nothing. Like, like story, like act wise, it's what, like 2-3 missions. The last mission, like there's nothing happened until the end. And like having 3 weeks of no content in the middle, and in between those 3 weeks, you have 2 weeks of Iron Banner.
Woo woo.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I don't.
We can talk about Iron Banner here in a minute.
I'm stoked for 2 weeks of Iron Banner. I don't know what your guys' problem is.
Let's not get into that just yet.
It's just a cherry on top. I don't know. Like I don't think there's enough content for these first 3 weeks to then give us 3 free weeks of nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I guess maybe it's due to this episode releasing along with Final Shape, because we all know that that episode is always or season always tends to be the weakest out of the year. So like I get that maybe, but if you kind of keep this model up, I don't really see what the benefit is from season. Yeah.
All right. I don't care about time gating at all. It's fine. I don't see a problem necessarily with there being a break of a couple of weeks between acts of story. But here's the problem. The story fucking sucks. It's way too thin to even get people interested in whatever's going on. Or, also, more to the point, even if you haven't seen the leaked cutscenes from Act 2 and Act 3 that are online right now, full cutscenes, even people playing with the new exotics that aren't releasing for like 3 weeks, that's going on right now, they've completely telegraphed what's going on. Like, if you don't know who the big bad is already, you haven't been paying attention to anything. Go do some more veil containment and actually listen to the audio logs, and you'll know exactly who it is we're dealing with for this story. Here's the deal.
Suresh person.
Here's the deal. Yeah. You mean Lakshmi? Proto Lakshmi? Yeah.
No.
Lakshmi.
No, I meant the original.
Yeah. Proto Lakshmi. Yeah.
Why are you calling her Proto Lakshmi?
Because she's the Lakshmi before Lakshmi. She is Lakshmi. That's why.
But what's the real person's name that wasn't
Maya
Cinderesh?
Thank you. That's who it is. Stop calling her fucking Lakshmi. It's Maya Cinderesh.
It's because that's her like.
I'm gonna call her Lakshmi all I want now.
No, because Lakshmi is a terrible character and she should die and burn in hell.
Well, she did.
She licked me.
And now she's back.
No, Maya Cinderesh is back, or whatever the fuck her name is.
Yeah. Anyway, the 3 stories, the 3 weeks of content that we've had to this point should have been one drop at the very beginning. These acts should be structured where you get the first week, you get a big chunk of story, all right, that sets the tone for that act, and then the follow-up weeks should be things around the story beats that were established in that big story. The stories are far too thin to keep anybody's interest. Like, I don't even care anymore. It's gonna be 3 weeks before I get more of this fucking Chat GPT probably wrote this shit story that feels like completely low effort. Listen, I'm sorry to you Bungie writers out there that probably poured your heart and soul out into this story. But the story, the way it's presented and the way it's broken down is literally 30 minutes or less of gameplay once a week, 3 weeks in a row. That's it. If you take out your fetch quest nonsense, the time it takes to run around and listening to failsafe go beep, 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 or potentially having to run the seasonal activity to complete the story, the actual story content takes less than 30 minutes to get through. That's stupid. It's stupid for a story that you're going to drag out over how many weeks is all of Echoes, right? You're telling me we're gonna get a grand total of maybe 45 minutes of actual like story mission? Come on, Bungie. You can do better than this. We should have about 45 minutes of story at the beginning of each of these acts, and then some additional stories every week, some additional missions every week, even if it's just a single mission, and some fetch quest nonsense, and do the seasonal activity for the remainder of the weeks. That's what it should be. It seems super lazy, which is my biggest problem with it.
Okay, just to rebuttal something you said. If I am not part of that apology to Bungie writers, because if this is the best you could come up with and you poured your heart and soul into it, then maybe we need to start getting some more writers or some better ones. Or
I know we're
all.
Bungie meat writers. Remember, we're supposed to be nice.
I never signed anything, so that's my
It's all
final
good.
opinion. Yeah,
It's all good. It's all good. Don't I wouldn't. Well, whatever. I mean, you can say whatever you want, but I don't think I'd ever wish for somebody to get fired and
I
replaced.
didn't wish for anyone to get
That's what you
fired.
said. You literally said
I
get
was
some new
maybe
writers.
to help out
New
with
writers.
these ones.
No. To replace these
I
ones.
never
That's
said the
what's
word
what
replace.
you meant.
I never said the word replace.
Bebo calling for layoffs. Yeah, I know, right? Crazy.
In this economy.
Anyway, so yeah, okay. Sounds like, well, I can't talk about it enough. Like, I do have a lot more. I'm gonna be honest. I have a lot more expectations for these episodes. I'm expecting more stuff to come in these Act 2s and Act 3s. Like, if Act 1, 2, and 3 are similar in any way, like, they're a complete failure. But I'd like to think that Act 2 and Act 3's got some nice secrets in it, some nice stuff, some nice juicy, meaty lore content. I mean, I guess I don't know for sure, and maybe I'm being naive, but there's got to be something, right? Like they couldn't have talked up like Joe or whatever his fucking name is, Blackburn or Blackbird or Song of Sixpence. I'm not sure what it is, but oh shit. He talked these up like they're supposed to be. These are coming. These are awesome. They're much better than what we have in place now. They're bigger versions of the seasons. Like, surely he didn't look at this and go, oh yeah, let's just do 3 of those and it'll be better than what we have. No, it won't. So that's why I have some faith that he's not a complete fucking degenerate, and there's actually something really good and some really good stuff coming in Act 2 and 3, or at least I'll give them benefit of the doubt for Echoes. Launches during the expansion. The expansion's awesome. Obviously, they spent a lot of time on it. But if Act 2 shits the bed, then if what are these called again? Episode 2 shits it's the same as episode 1. Nah, fuck it. I will throw my fucking computer right through Bungie front door headquarters. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Violence.
Let's go to Seattle. Let's go.
Technically, they are giving us more content. We'll get a total of 9 weeks instead of 7 weeks of content.
Yeah. But there's less content in those weeks. The one thing I did notice is we do get more weekly challenges, which some people might like, other people won't. Because there's, you know how normally it was like 77 weekly challenges to get your bundle? It's like 114 or something now. So we're gonna get like 14 weeks of this shit. Or whatever it happens to be. So,
unfortunately, weekly challenges are not content.
I like them because they give lots of XP. So, gib
XP to go up on the battle pass, which is also time gated.
It's not time gated for your bright Ingrams though. You still get them every 5 levels. So 5 hidden levels. 500,000 XP.
500,000 XP. After you've capped, you get another bright Ingram.
Yeah. So that's not time gated. Yeah, donkey. Just the rewards from the battle pass are time gated. You can still level up your light level and you can still get bright Ingrams, right? I'm not wrong there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So the rewards, who cares? They're shit rewards anyway. There's never been anything good in a battle pass like from the beginning of time. Once in a while,
I kind of like to have my Red Death Catalyst now and not have to wait. for it in the
I
next act
didn't
to roll out.
listen. I didn't know the catalyst was in there. How am I supposed
I
to know
swear,
that shit?
I swear to God,
I
if
don't
the
know.
catalyst comes
Open
out
the
and it
game,
makes me-
look at the season pass, see what the shit's in there.
I
Perhaps.
looked at the first 100 levels. I don't care what's in the next 50. I can't get it yet.
my God.
You guys are just, you always want so much stuff.
Are you like Bungie's like test player, and like this is what they're basing their fucking
Yeah, he's a
like,
Bungie meat
packs and
writer. Come on.
expansions are?
Don't you know?
Jesus.
No, I just play other games. I got better things to do than to look at what I can earn 6 weeks from now. Like I don't give a shit.
I think I
I'll
see
look
your
at
knee
what I can
pads in
get
the background there.
You don't need knee pads when you're fucking. You've got what do they call it? Calluses.
They definitely
like these ones.
help. Oh well, yeah, no, you're cemented in that position. Yeah.
Whatever. I'm fine with that. Totally. Absolutely. Anyway. Whipper Naps the CEO. That's the final boss. Oh man, if I ever got my hands on that guy, I'd punch him right in the
Stop reading
mouth.
chat. We're filming a podcast.
Stop telling me what to do. Anyway, I can't help it. It's right here to my left. I keep looking at it.
Anyway, story not good, and literally the rest of the episode has been leaked. So on top of everything, Bungie, get some better fucking encryption for the love of everything holy.
I thought they did, right? They had something different or whatever.
They announced that they
already
were
figured
rolling
it
out additional encryption when the raid came out, but it was literally broken. They made that tweet, and within 6 hours, it had literally been broken again.
Why do they keep releasing the stuff? It can't be that hard to not put the future stuff in the game to be data mined when they release each season, right? Like, why is that stuff there?
I have no idea. Probably for some technical reason.
I guess I get it, kind of, but like, stop it. You don't hear it anywhere else. What? I mean, WoW doesn't come out with an expansion and everybody fucking API fucking smasher or whatever the hell it's called through all the data mining all the data and be like, oh, there's going to be a raid called Bong Dong Dingle Smack in 6 months, and here's the whole storyline. Like, how does that keep happening? Why doesn't this happen to other games? Like, I don't get it.
Blizzard might actually take action if that stuff happened, right? Bungie ain't gonna do shit.
Why? Bungie fucking sued those hackers for millions and millions and millions of dollars. What's the difference?
Apparently there's some difference because they're not doing anything about it.
Well, Bungie, stand up and fucking smack some people in the face. We don't need these leaks. Let's enjoy the game as it comes. Some people wouldn't agree with me. Lots of people like the leaks. Like, we've got leaks channels all over our Discord. Yeah. There's a leak Discord. Obviously, that's where all these leaks come from, to be honest. But
yeah, I'm not a fan of leaks. I think you should play the game as it was meant to, and then that way you would enjoy it more.
I never look up the leaks, and I somehow am very good at avoiding them. I almost never get anything spoiled in Destiny on me.
Oh, I mean, spoilers don't actually bother me all that much personally.
I fucking hate spoilers.
But yeah, I recognize that a lot of people do dislike them, and you know, that's why we try to deal with them. Anyway,
yeah,
I think the story could be rolled out better. The structure is fine if the initial story was better. So hopefully the next one is a better experience than this one, and we're just dealing with expansion season being shit like we have literally every other drop that they've made.
Well, I don't know. I like Defiance, and we got a huge story beat in Defiance when they killed Amanda, which has been bigger than most stuff that we've ever gotten during a story. During the first, I get Beyond Light. We had that terrible season of the Hunt. Oh my god, what a garbage season! And then we had didn't we have the scary Leviathan one for Witch Queen, or was it a different season?
One at the that brought back the Leviathan.
Yeah,
I didn't play that. Is that the one where you get all the? No, that's not the one where you get all the teas.
Yeah, but what was that one called? I can't even remember it.
Season
Season
of
of
the
the Haunted? It was. Okay, it had good lore implications. Like, it actually had good lore stuff in it. I don't know if that's the first time we learned about, like, Zavala and his family and whatnot, but it's the first time I learned about it. It's the first time I learned anything about it, and then that had huge implications in the final shape. So I think that season was actually pretty important and pretty good. So my point is, I'm not giving them a pass on the first a season of an expansion because I don't think Defiance was terrible, and I don't think Haunted was terrible. Hunted was absolutely garbage and abysmal, though.
Which one was the Drifter one? That like you would
Plunder?
Yeah, that one.
When we were pirates?
That was like the third. That was
from
the,
the
that
T,
was
the Nezarec T, right, or something.
that was the third season though
Yes.
in a year.
So
It doesn't count. We were talking about the first seasons being good or bad.
okay. Defiance was really weak in my opinion. I think they just killed someone off to try and do something big in the first season, and then it just really
Maybe.
was an insignificant character. I said it. I know what I said.
Fuck you. But there was more than just Amanda in that. We got Laura from what's her name? The big bad from Beyond Light. There was a bunch of stuff regarding her. Aramis, and Mithrax, and Amanda.
I think it was weak because coming from Season of the Seraph, where Aramis was the big bad again, as she's the one that like Rasputin. She was gonna use Rasputin to like kill the Traveler or some stuff like that. Like
that was Sabathun's sister, not.
if I recall, Erebus was the one that was on the Sarah's shield.
But it was the Hive God that was going to use, wasn't he? I don't know. Wrecked is sad about something. Maybe we've got the lore all wrong. Yeah, Zivu Arath. Yeah, she was the one that was the big problem in Season of the Seraph, where because I thought it was. Why don't you just tell me how I'm wrong there, Wrecked?
Can we move on?
Is that your problem?
Can we move
moving
on?
All right,
Can we move
Aramis. No, it was Zivu Arath. Wasn't it Zivu
straight
Arath?
too far away from the trail, I guess.
Somebody needs to tell us which one's right before we can move on.
Pretty sure Aramis is the one.
Go watch a bite video.
Maybe it was. No, was it? No way. Someone get. Why doesn't anybody pay attention to this game? All right, hold on. Who was the big bad in Season of the Seraph? I'll fucking just Google it. Zivu Arath. Wait, hold on. It does say Zivu Arath, but
Yes, it does.
Wait, is the idiotic dum-dum that doesn't know anything about Destiny that correct? Okay, hold on. So the events of Season of the Seraph involve a race between humanity and the Witness to collect data from the Rasputin, various submines strewn throughout the system. Anabray hopes to use this data to restore Rasputin after his mortal wounding at the hands of the Blackfeet during the events of Season of the Rivals. Osiris and the Exo-Stranger, as well as the dubious Clovis Bray, also assist in the effort. Meanwhile, the Witness, working with Zivu Arath and Aramis, Cal of Darkness, seeks the data for reasons yet unknown. So we're both right. Easy peasy. They're all working together.
I don't know if I want to accept that.
Well, it doesn't matter if you want to accept it. We're both right. And then she was just all good and saving people's life during Season of Defiance. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm sorry if you came to this channel looking for
This is Destiny content, right?
lore, a debate of lore details, or anything like that. Whoever happens to be listening to this, I'm truly sorry.
You know what? I know more than most people know about this fucking game. Fuck you.
I was arguing as to why I thought Season of Defiance was weak. That was my argument.
Because Aramis
At the
was
end of
bad in the
Yeah,
season
then all
before
of a
that, but
sudden,
good.
yeah.
And she wasn't that good. All she did
Yeah,
was
she
save
was in, like-
Mithrax. That's it.
Yeah, but then she was in like one part of the story. Like you had the person who blew up Rasputin essentially, and then on the very next season, they're in it for one thing. Like what?
They're all buddy
What do
buddy.
you mean? Yeah, no.
Maybe Aramis realized the witness was a douchebag and was like, "Yeah, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm out." It's probably in a lore entry somewhere. Who knows? No one reads that shit though. Holy fuck, Wrecked! You know what? You talk about shit that I think is boring all the fucking time. I don't tell you to get going. I'm gonna smack you with this pillow.
All right, Rect. What are we moving on to?
Hold on. No, Aramis
I'm
did
not-
not become a good guy.
I'm not the
Joe.
captain of the ship. That's Greener.
She's just saved Mithrax at one point. Is all
So
I meant.
what are our final views on episodes?
Well, it's too early to tell. But if they're anything like Act 1, they suck ass. How's that?
I'll take that. I'll say I'll wait for episode 2 to give a concrete opinion, but I'm with Greener. If it resembles anything that this one like this one, then I fully don't.
If I paid for this season, I'd be pissed because I don't feel like I'm getting the amount of content that I paid for. All right, there you go.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah,
moving
but
on.
you got so much more content than you paid for when you bought the final shape.
That's probably why it's included in that.
It's really good. The final shape is really good.
It was alright.
Anyway. If you think the final shape is bad, if anybody here thinks that, like, there is no pleasing. There's no pleasing that person. It's impossible. That shit was so good.
You're being trolled by Bebo right now, Greener.
I know, but I wanted to point out to anybody that's listening, if they actually think that they are literally, there's no way to please somebody that has that kind of expectations for expansion built in a year. It's insane. Anyway, all right, let's
Year and a half.
no, the reason it got delayed to a year and a half is probably because they didn't work on it for the first 6 months. They were doing something else. So 1 year. Probably working on
Does
probably-
not excuse
probably working
a
on Marathon.
shitty story coming out the gate.
What? The final shape story was awesome. What are you talking about?
I don't care. I don't care. Yes, the final shape was good.
I
None of
consider
that
the two of them the same
excuses-
thing. It's all
That,
fine.
that,
was
that
alright.
does not excuse the first seasonal bit of story being shit. It doesn't.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about why everyone on Reddit is mad?
What kind of segue are we talking? What are we doing now?
Yeah,
I don't know
what
where we're
was
going.
that? What was that?
The
Where were we
people on
going?
Reddit are mad about a whole plethora of things. Which one
Well-
would you like to discuss?
The thing we talked about earlier. You said Reddit was on a firestorm because of last week's story stuff.
Oh, yeah.
The
It wasn't
forum,
Reddit, and it's
you
the
mean.
Bungie forums. If you go to the Bungie forums right now,
Oh,
the most upvoted thread that I've seen in a long time is people that are mad about Osiris and Saint having a relationship and it getting thrown in their face.
two things about this, in my opinion, is their relationship is far more front and center than any other relationship in Destiny.
Yep.
Two, I don't care that much that it's a lot more prevalent. Whatever. So, my point is, I kind of get the concept of it, but if the reason you hate it is because it's a gay relationship, you suck. But if you hate it legitimately, just because there's a lot more of it than there is any other relationship, then you have a leg to stand on. But it's really hard to distinguish which is which. Like, if you just hate it because they're gay, or if you hate it legitimately because it's
I got
kind
no
of annoying.
beef with people that are like, love stories feel out of place in Destiny. All right, fine.
That's fine. Yeah. As
That's
long as
fine.
that's legit the reason. They may
But
be
if-
hiding behind that reason.
If
though, is the
you're
problem.
like, stop throwing your woke agenda in my face. All right, just stop playing the game.
honestly, if you think
Get
like
off
a
the
woke,
internet, please.
if you think like the woke agenda stuff exists, then like you shouldn't play a Bungie game because they're the definition of a woke company. They push that stuff on people a lot. Like every single thing that they have has something in it that people consider woke. So you should just stop playing Destiny if you have a problem with people that are different.
Yeah, I don't really mind any gay relationship or anything. I just
Bro, it's two
I
fictional
do-
characters, and one of them is
Yeah.
a robot. And while they're doing
Yeah.
whatever they're doing, well, I was going to say their ghosts are watching, but Sagira's dead. But his ghost is just hovering around, watching, probably filming. So, whatever.
I was about to say, you think the ghost is recording?
Christ, filming.
I mean, maybe the ghost is up in there, right?
Holy moly. All
Uh,
right. Anyway, I like this comment.
I bet they make
Yeah.
some attachments for ghosts. You know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the ghost gets right into it. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I think Sate already has all the attachments he could have. You know
Just
what I
be
mean?
like, hey, Bungie, here's an idea. In Eververse, can we get that fleshlight shell, please? Smile.
Yeah, Love Story does feel a little out of place, though, don't you think? It like, especially after Final Shape, I guess. Like, the biggest fucking finale we could have had.
Saint and Osiris's relationship has been, anytime one of them has been a feature in a particular story, it's always come up at some point or another. And at certain times, it's been stronger than others. But
they're like making the characters just that instead of having them stand alone, I guess, in their own like story.
I don't know about that. I mean, at least the thing that's going on with Saint right now, and him thinking that he's not a real person, that he's some copy that just got picked out of some Vex simulation. That's at least interesting. But the people getting mad about the relationship stuff, especially when it's because they're both male characters, it's like, come on, get over it. Or just don't play. Easy. Skip the cutscene. Go back to your grinding.
Yeah,
They're gonna get back to theirs, you know.
It's two things. Like, I don't think you can play a Bungie game without expecting something like that. Like they've been, they donate to pride charities. They put front and center members of the LGBTQ on all of their documentary videos. Every single one of them has a member of that community. It's in all the characters. Like 50% of the characters in Destiny are some sort of LGBTQ member.
I think it's higher than that.
Like,
Probably.
like if you're having if you have a problem with this relationship, like you've got to look deeper
really
within Bungie.
Listen, even in the fiction, we're talking about characters that live and have lived for centuries. They probably get bored with one thing or the other and want to branch out every once in a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Right?
probably true. I'd do that for sure.
Anyway.
Well, why not?
To each his own, right?
Anyway, so the point is, it's just like, stop complaining, you buttholes. Oh, careful. You might turn gay. All of a sudden. Oh, no.
I don't think that's how that works, but
Yeah, no,
What?
I'm pretty sure that's not how that works.
That's
but,
what they
yeah.
tell me, though.
all right. The government's
we're
coming
good-
for
we're-
you.
Yeah, we're going to teach all their kids how to be gay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, can we go complain about some other things with Destiny?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, let's complain about Iron Banner being for 2 weeks.
Oh, okay, all right. So Iron Banner's coming back, and it's
Okay.
gonna be here for 2 weeks, which means Trials is not gonna be available for 2 weeks.
Trial sucks anyway, so yeah.
Well, that is an opinion,
That's
but
the correct opinion.
more importantly,
That's gonna get some
not only
comments.
is Iron Banner coming back, but they're only going to give you a quote normal Iron Banner game mode for one of the weeks. The other one, you're going to be forced to play one of their fucking stupid party modes. So it'll be Control the first week, and it's going to be Tribute the second week. I appreciate Bungie trying new things with PvP, but game modes where you do objective to get more super energy than the other side, so you can snowball the match, but still somehow make it go to time and not have a natural winner, but only because you're just shitting on the other team the whole time because you've got supers before everybody else. The shit is fucking dumb. If I wanted to play Mayhem, I would play Mayhem. Stop putting this like ability boosting bullshit in PvP other than that. For the love of everything
Can't we
holy.
just get like a
I hate
regular
it.
fucking team deathmatch in trials? Like, can we? Like, I don't understand why they have to give us a fucking objective-based mode.
I don't. Objective modes are fine.
I mean, not in trials and Iron Banner. Sorry.
Objective modes are fine, but it's the ability snowballing that's the problem. Like, I get the tribute, I go dunk, my team's getting more energy than everybody else. We're playing Rift, my team's getting more energy than everybody else. We're playing fucking is it Expulsion? Is it, what's it called? The one where you get charged for killing people. The name flew right out of my head. It starts with an E though.
Erection.
No. Anyway, the mode where when you get kill streaks, you get all that extra energy regen, and they have to kill you, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember it. I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, I hate those party modes, and I hate that I have to participate in them to get drops, and that's going to be even more pronounced now because we're only getting the one Iron Banner, right?
Eruption.
That's it.
Yes, I think that's what I said. Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't mind party modes. I just don't like being forced into them. And their reasoning about splitting the player base being unhealthy, I wish they would have shown exactly how many people were in Control versus Tribute to see which one was actually unhealthy. Because I'll bet you Tribute had fewer players because the game mode is shit.
And the only few players in there were because Tribute was the first option, and you had to click on it and click. What was it? Control the other one?
Yes.
Yeah. So you actually had to switch off of Tribute. So I'm sure the few people that were playing it is because they didn't know they could change it.
I don't begrudge people that like these modes either. I'm not saying that you're dumb for liking them. I just don't enjoy those modes, and I don't enjoy those modes as something I'm going to play repetitively. I'd rather play regular Crucible. And that's my bigger problem with this Iron Banner being here for 2 weeks, is that I'm getting forced into one of those modes if I don't get all my drops the first week. I will tell you what, though, I'm going to try everything in my power to get all the drops I want of all the weapons that are available, of the new weapons, that first week. So I won't even touch Iron Banner the second week. And that'll be that.
Okay, so I'm gonna give my opinion because I love Iron Banner, and I'm glad that it's there for 2 weeks, so I don't have to grind out the seal all in 1 week. Because I like to have it. I like to have the seal after week 1, so I don't have to go back to like focusing on doing it. Other times I can, or for the remainder of the weeks, I can just enjoy Iron Banner. I guess that's rare. But and I don't care about trials. So I know I see a lot of trial streamers on Twitter when this Twid went out. They were like, oh man. I suppose I get that, but like, I don't know. I like Iron Banner. I don't think having it for 2 weeks is a problem. Is it going to be the same game mode?
No, it's a different game mode each week. It's Control the first week and Tribute the second.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what you said earlier. I wasn't listening.
Right.
What? Am I supposed to listen to everything you say? I'm just kidding.
I'm glad we're having a good discussion here.
Yeah, this is great.
Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. I'll enjoy it. Control is better though. Control is better. I get why people might not want to do Tribute, as you so eloquently explained. But
it's not just about, for the streamers, it's not just about trials not being around for a couple of weeks. I realize that there's this attitude out there about people, this myopic attitude about people thinking that Destiny streamers don't like when Iron Banner's around because they can't get viewers because they're not doing carries. But that's not even all the complaints from the streamers. Even Iron Banner matches, Iron Banner as a game mode is constantly plagued with more lag issues, swingy matches, terrible matchmaking than other game modes, and it always has been since they started mecking around with things.
Okay,
Iron Banner is way more of a laggy shitfest than even regular Crucible is. If you go in to play Crucible right now, you're all right. Right now is maybe not a good example because of all the other things that have been going on since the expansion dropped. But prior to the expansion dropping, just regular Crucible was a lot better experience just from the quality of the matches you were getting than Iron Banner is. Iron Banner match quality and connection quality is more shit than Crucible usually is on top of everything else, which is a major complaint with these modes, right? So there's a lot of things they need to do to fix this stuff, in my opinion. But I don't expect anything to happen, and I don't like their kind of reasons for giving it to us, because it really comes down to me, the PvP strike team saying, we don't like that you guys weren't playing Tribute, so we're going to make you play Tribute.
I have a question though. You talked about them streamers not liking Iron Banner because of all the reasons you just gave.
Mm-hmm.
So why not just not play it? Like, why is it a problem that it exists for 2 weeks when they could just go play Control in the quick play list or comp?
Competitive.
Many of them will.
Okay, then what? Why the fuck does it matter? Is my point. Why does it matter if there's this group of people that love Iron Banner, boom, and they're gonna go play it for 2 weeks, they're gonna have a blast, and then you got this group of people that don't like Iron Banner, they don't have to play it. They can go play something. It's not like Iron Banner takes over Crucible. You can still do all. No, you can do all the other stuff.
You can't
except for trials. Yeah.
Why not?
Trials.
Why not? Have they said why they don't just release them both? Like release trials.
That was just a thing that they did.
Why Trials and Iron Banner don't? Why Trials is gone when Iron Banner's here? Because Trials draws too much of the Iron Banner. The people that are playing Crucible. It draws too much of the player base away, and you have shittier connections in both because of it. Because it degrades the experience in both playlists if they run concurrently.
Okay.
Anyway, we were talking about Trials not being the only reason people didn't like Iron Banner. That's why I wasn't considering that as part of my argument. When I was saying just go play something else. Everything else is available. Because literally everything else is available. It doesn't take anything away. So that's why it's just weird to me that they complain about it. It's like, well, just go play comp.
It's because Iron Banner has consistently been a bad game mode to play, and it's the new thing, so people want to play it. That's it.
I love Iron Banner. It's fun.
So I also like Iron Banner. It's got a
seal. It's got awesome weapons.
I like playing Iron Banner by myself. Because when I pair with my friends, the match quality goes down, both in the matchmaking and the connection quality. It gets worse and worse and worse the more people I play with. That doesn't happen in Trials when I play with a team, because there's fewer people trying to connect to one another. It's a better experience.
I don't know. I've always just gone in with 6 people. Well, 5.
I tried playing it. Try playing with a group and then going in and playing solo. I realize that solo play might not feel like it's your thing, but you will notice a drastic change in the quality of your matches if you do that. I guarantee you.
What do you mean quality, though? Like lag?
A lot less laggier players, a lot better matchmaking. The matches are going to feel less swingy and more fair. There's going to be fewer invisible players running around. You're going to get fewer bullshit kills from both you killing people around corners and you getting killed around corners.
Maybe I'm just not good enough to notice that stuff.
That kind of stuff.
It's definitely me, yeah.
Because if I die, I don't go, oh man, that bullet flew around the corner. I was just like, somebody shot me from somewhere.
I'm going to break the rules and talk to something that Joe just mentioned in chat. Joe mentions he wins more, but that's not even totally my point. Like, the matches I play solo are more enjoyable to play even when I'm losing than the moment I get more than two additional people in my fire team. If I go past 3 people, the matches just feel bad to play because of the peer-to-peer connections. The connections just get terrible and it's not any fun. Now, I'm still going to 6 stack, you know, if they haven't rolled the speaker helm changes before Iron Banner rolls out. I'm still going to try to get a 6 stack of speaker helm and Kvastov to go run over some lobbies just to see if that's any fun for anybody. Probably not, but I expect the matches aren't going to feel good at all. And then it'll be short-lived. So, anyway. For me, this is a what the fuck Bungie moment, for sure. Not the biggest one that came out this week, though. I'll tell you that.
Okay, so I think we've got all our points, but I'm gonna have some fun during Iron Banner. Woo! Watch me not even play it because I'm busy doing something else. I think the what the fuck moment is you're talking about the changes to Dual Destiny.
That's right.
All right. Some
Bungie,
people are.
what the fuck?
All right. Some people are mad because they got rid of the glitch that allows you to fire. Here, that allows you to get 2, to get rid of 2.
To get 2 class items from a single run of the mission.
Yes. Okay. So here, I have a way to solve this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hear me out. You know how you can do PvP at the end of the mission if you choose to?
Yeah.
Well, I say
Nope.
Yep. You should just allow this, and if you win, you get both, and the other person gets nothing.
Nope.
Why not? Because you suck?
Because, yeah, I wouldn't have a single class item. I don't think I've won one of those.
That would be awesome. I think that would be really cool. They should just leave it in there. So you can choose peace and you both get 1, or you could choose fight, and then whoever wins gets 2.
Here's Here is how you would have to do it.
You guys have no fun.
Here is how you would have to do it. If you choose peace, if you both choose battle, then whoever wins the fight gets the class item. But if only one of you chooses battle and the other one chooses peace, the one that chose peace gets an extra class item. So you'd never know, because that puts a block up so you can't see what the other person's doing. So if you want to fight it out, you could go in there and say, we're going to fight it out. And I'd be like, I'm just going to click peace and let you kill me. It's fine. I don't care. Give me my extra class item. That's what it should be.
So that's like the whole split or steal concept.
Yeah.
You should do the split. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I've seen that game before.
But here's the problem. Here's ultimately the problem with what they've done. There is actually no reason to play Dual Destiny again after the first time you've done it on every one of your characters, because it is dramatically faster to just chest farm.
I don't know. I ran around chests for like half an hour the other day and didn't get one.
There's a guy that put some data together. He ran like 2,500 chest runs, and he says the average time to get a class item is between 10 and 15 minutes for most people.
It's 1 in every 50 chests. It's a 2% drop chance.
His data bears out 10 to 15 minutes if you are efficient at the run. And once you know where the chests spawn, you'll notice that they spawn in patterns. So you can just do the run. You can do a run of the Pale Heart in like a little over a minute and collect all of them, reload the landing, do it again, reload the landing, do it again. It's pretty fast and pretty easy, and there's no reason not to do it over running Dual Destiny. The only way I'm gonna run Dual Destiny now, ever again, is if somebody needs a clear, their first clear. But if somebody's like, hey, anybody want to go in and get a class item? You already done the mission? Yeah? Nah, fam. Not interested. Enjoy, though.
Here's my problem with them fixing the glitch and not doing anything to the mission. If they would have fixed it, however, added double drop protection and added like a knockout system of sorts, that would like not hurt as much, because then you're like, oh, you know what, but at least we're getting drops that we haven't got before. However, as it stands now, I think the mission is still a guaranteed drop, and now you're not forced to, like, I guess, run the same class. You know, people do. I would switch to a character the other person mains just because I would do the double draw, because I don't necessarily. I want a class item for every class, but like, I don't know. Like, I'm okay with them fixing it. I'm not okay with them just leaving as is, I guess. I think they should add like a knockout system, at least for the mission.
I mean, some people have suggested just make the exotic class items craftable. And while I like that in terms of getting the specific roles I want, I can't actually be for that, because as somebody who enjoys some grind, I think that'd be one of the things that would just take it out. It'd totally take the wind out of the sails of exotic class items, personally.
I enjoy a lot of grinding.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Anyway, yeah. All right. So TLDR, it sucks that they took that away, but it's whatever.
It sucks that they killed the mission. The mission was good. I didn't mind grinding it. It was a good time while I was doing it, but I'm just never going to do it again because it's not good enough to run just because.
Well, it's not just because. You still get one class item. So you have fun and get a class item. Is that not worth it to you? You don't get anything for running raids after you have all the weapons.
I don't run a lot of raids once I have all my raid orders, unless somebody else needs them. I will run them to help other people get what they need or learn the raids, but I don't run them for fun myself. After I've gotten everything, extracted everything out of them I need to get out of them.
You're crazy, man. You're crazy.
And I get more loot doing the chest run in the Pale Heart than I do in Dual Destiny.
Too much loot. I'll have to keep it empty in my mailbox. It's annoying.
Postmaster?
Whatever. That's the same thing, dog. All right, whatever. Let's move on. What else we got here in the twist? Okay.
Kvostov's getting fixed.
Yeah, the Kvostov and Red Death stuff, changing the recoil because it was too good, but that was a bug. Speaker sight, they're nerfing in PvP, but not too bad, and it's still awesome in PvE. So, woo! Good job. Some cosplay of the Witness. Cool. There's a big thing here about Happy Pride Month. They've got the pins up again for the pins that we gave like a bunch away there that time. We're not doing that again this year, but we did do it one time. And if you donate, I think if you donate to the Bungie Foundation $10, you can get the Pride emblem if you guys want that. I'm not showing it on screen or anything, but it exists. I probably could. Here, hold on. Let me show real quick. I used to share my screen all the time.
They've also got the codes up for the Rainbow Connection emote and the transmat.
The Rainbow Connection emote is awesome. I still use that one. Okay, yeah, this is the emblem. If you want it, it says. Oh wait, it's not showing up on the screen. Why do you hate me, screen? Oh wait, I didn't click this button. There we go. Never mind. My bad, everybody. There's the emblem. Beeble's got a flaming logo on his head. Here, let's remove those things.
I was gonna like put the hoodie on.
Nice, good job. Yes, $10 to the Bungie Foundation will get you this emblem. You can just buy this, I assume, off of the Bungie store. Yeah, this is a pin. I have this pin. I really like this pin, and it's really big. It's like this big. I don't have it close enough to show you.
How big?
How big
It's
is
like
it?
it's like that big.
So big.
It's a big
Yeah.
pin.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
big. That's the biggest I've seen, at least.
All right, perverts. And then on here as well, you can get the rainbow connection emote. That's the one where the guardian just does this and creates a rainbow. It's really neat. And then the transmit, and I assume it's just a rainbow transmit. Okay. Oh, I thought this was funny that they did an extension on the raid jacket and the bag extension. Way to say not enough people bought or beat the raid so they can buy our merch. Shit. Sorry. Alright. Stop sharing. I'm gonna answer this question in chat because I'm breaking the rules. But it's highlighted. It says, would you guys like to see trading in or do you think it would work in Destiny?
Nope.
You know, I used to think back in the day that I was like, yeah, remember when we had the auction houses in World of Warcraft? In Final Fantasy 14, and I was like, why can't we do that type of shit in Destiny?
We could, but here would be the change. There'd be 1 drop per encounter in a raid, and only 1 person in the fire team of 6 could get it. All right, figure out who's gonna get it. That's the only way that kind of thing could work.
Yeah, stuff would have to
lead to real world money trading, so I don't think it should be a thing.
Oh, that's good though, because then I could turn Shrouded into a farming engine that just makes money. No, I'm just kidding. Interclan trades. No, I think Destiny is known for how much loot you can get. Loot for everything. And I think to do trading in Destiny, you would have to decrease the amount of loot people got so things would be rare. Nothing is rare in Destiny anymore.
Bungie
Almost
actually
nothing.
thought of making it a loot trading game until they talked to Blizzard. And once they talked to Blizzard as they were developing Destiny, they decided not to make it a trading mostly because of real world money trading and all that stuff.
Why does everyone hate real world money trading so much? It doesn't affect the game at all.
No, it doesn't. Yeah,
It doesn't affect World of Warcraft at all.
Yeah, sorry, I could go buy gold with real life money, but I don't have to. Like, who cares?
It drastically affects how people raid in World of Warcraft. The gold sellers and how raiding takes place and how people go into raids and how gold is utilized for a lot, like the majority of guilds that go out there and organize. Like gold is spending gold is how you get gear from raids these days. Still is, even though it's technically yeah.
What?
Yep.
Explain.
It's very complicated, but you go into WoW, you put gold up when you start going into WoW. The expectation is you're either going to get gold back from the other people that are putting gold up to gear, but you're bidding on the gear inside the raid as you go. And you're either there to get more gold or you're there to get the actual items. And if you're there to get the items, you're putting up more gold. If you're not, if you're there to get more gold, you're getting gold from everybody else who's putting the gold in. But then you have people that are buying gold, and in this way of raiding encourages more people to go buy gold, which is against. I
raided in World of Warcraft for years and years and years right up until Pandaren, and there was never any money trading.
This is how it is done these days, and Blizzard just made some changes to their terms of service last year that caused a huge kerfluffle in the community because it was directly impacting those raids, and they're so common that
what happened to the need greed loot system?
If you go in there and you're not playing the game they're playing, they'll just kick you out, and you'll lose a whole group of people that won't raid with you anymore. You'll get blacklisted from entire swaths of people, and you'll find it very difficult to get your gear ever.
You guys are just playing with the wrong people, man. Make your own clan.
Here's my question to you.
Of people that don't suck.
Yes.
I've never seen that. I've never seen what you just explained ever in
Do-
World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy.
So currently, do you have a problem with people buying a solo flawless run on their account?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, or either of you?
I mean, it's against the terms of service. I personally don't really give a fuck.
No, I don't.
You don't have a problem with someone buying like having account recoveries and all that?
No. As long as there's no
Really?
actual hard cheating going on, I don't care.
I mean, if
You
we
don't
find out
consider
somebody
that
does
cheating?
it. No, it's not cheating.
How is that not cheating?
Because it's not cheating. Cheating is hacking, and having somebody else play on your account is not cheating. Listen, I don't agree with account recoveries, and I think mainly because we adhere to Bungie's TOS. If it wasn't in the TOS, I probably wouldn't give one sweet fuck regarding it. Back in the day, if you couldn't beat a boss, your big brother would hop on the controller and do it for you. I never thought that was cheating ever in my life. This is no different, except for your big brother is some stranger on the internet. Like, it
That
makes no
you're
difference.
paying?
The
that there's
account
money
recovery
changing
is
doesn't-
pay or not. It makes no difference to me. And it's a good example because you're talking about it right now. Well, you're not talking about it now, but the new DLC just came out for Elden Ring, and a lot of people will shame other people for, say, beating Melania or whatever her name is, like the big hard boss at the end of the original Elden Ring. Not at the end, but like the side, the hardest boss in the game. They'll shame you if you beat her if you play co-op with somebody. They'll say you cheated or you're terrible, but
Co-op is different as opposed to having someone.
I recognize what
let
you're
me-
saying, but everybody judges different things for different things. Like, people will say you didn't beat Elden Ring if you used a summon or if you played duo. Your argument is just, I mean, it's just the same concept. It's like
Definitely not the same.
oh my god, it's
Listen,
too hard to
let me
explain. Listen,
let me-
I don't
let me-
care if somebody's on your account and playing the game. It's whatever.
Let me get my whole position out here. I do not care if people pay for carries. I do not care if people pay for recoveries. It doesn't matter to me. The only time I care is when the people that are involved in that activity are actually hard cheating on top of that. And by hard cheating, I mean using software cheats or net limiting to get stuff done. So that's
How
it.
else do you think they get that done for everyone?
well,
Recovery services? There are literally thousands of people that do that trials recoveries right now that just get onto your account and they just play and they're just good. I see your face, but I can tell you without a doubt that the majority of recovery services out there in trials are not using cheats whatsoever. Mhm.
he runs them. That's why he knows. Wreck doesn't have a job. He just does trials recoveries all day long.
And
Legit.
furthermore, the people that get banned for doing it are 100% across the board strictly people who are using hard cheats when the recoveries take place. Anytime you see DeFizzle marking somebody as a cheater and he posts on Twitter, we got another one. If you go back and watch the tape, it was probably a recovery and it was probably somebody also using hard cheats at the same time. It was the only people that get banned for it. So anybody that says you can get banned for this, technically true, but nobody gets banned for recoveries either. Bungie doesn't give a shit unless somebody's using hard cheats, hard software cheats or whatever. Now, that said, just because I don't care, that does not mean that I endorse people organizing that kind of activity on the server. It's against TOS, and you will get banned from the community if you organize that shit through the server. But what you do with your own money, so long as no hard cheats are being used, I don't really care. At all.
Okay. I just.
Why did you bring that up? You're just curious?
Because I thought that paying, like the loot trading, is leading to real world money is sort of on the same bracket as of account recoveries, kind
But
of.
I also don't. I also don't care if people pay for loot with real money.
I think it's different because what happens in WoW with people buying gold for real money is it actually upsets the economy of the game. So it affects everybody, whether or not they're part of that or even involved in the activities. If you're not even WoW rating and you are only going to the auction house to get your stuff, the fact that there are bots that are gathering gold to sell to people and then people are selling that is injecting additional gold into the economy that drives the price of everything up. So that's where the distinction is for me between, like, buying that stuff in other games where there's an economy with trading, and games where there's not.
Yeah, it's definitely not the same, but it's like we had someone who had joined Sevens and they had like a bunch of raid loot, right? Like we had Vex Mythoclast and stuff like that, and on their account, and then they ran a bog with us and had no idea what they were doing. You know, so
Did they have Fourth Horseman on?
no.
It's usually
but,
the
like,
sign, the evil sign of the net limiter. They've got Fourth Horseman on.
Yeah. They had like 25 bog clears or some shit like that, and a bunch of others, but then was like overwhelmed with all the raid mechanics.
Oh,
And then another
of
Sevens
Bog?
member. Yeah. Of the oracles. Yeah. So then one
Hey,
of our
be
other
nice.
raid members just went like, oh well, he was like, oh, overwhelmed, like I can't kill and do a mechanic at the same time, blah blah. One of our other 7th members just went like, well, I don't know if raiding's for you, man, because you gotta, multitask and stuff. And the guy just left the server. Like he left the clan and left SGC as a whole.
She's fucking
So-
Seven's toxic, dude.
Oh fuck yeah, bro. You get in here and you don't know your shit and you say you do and you think you do, yeah, no. You come in here and you say, yeah, I don't know shit, I need help with stuff, you're fine. But yeah. So yeah, that's kind of like, I don't know, that we had another member maybe pay for a solo run of Warlords. So, but he left, so everything's fine now.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah. What's next?
I think we covered it all. The
Yeah.
TID was very short.
All right,
Yeah.
Katarina Macedo. I don't know how to pronounce her name.
Marcelo. Caterina Marcelo. Catarina.
There's no L.
Catarina.
He's
Marcelo.
not dropping an L.
Well, what the hell's Marcelo?
Macedo.
Okay, that's not what you were saying.
That is what he was saying.
There was no D sound at the end of Macedo.
Yeah, just like you never say a boot. All right, come on, let's go.
I don't say a boot. Nobody says a boot. Literally nobody in the fucking planet says a boot when they say about.
There it is, right there.
I literally said about. What is wrong with you? Americans are so fucking stupid.
He's deaf to his own accent.
Coco boot Catarina.
Katarina how do you say Macado?
How do you say
Got
it if you can't speak any foreign language? You can only speak English. Maceo.
Katarina Macedo. Or
Yeah.
Macedo.
There you go.
I guess.
Nah, Macedo makes more sense, but I don't know. I guess it.
Well, listen,
Anyway.
Bebo was pronouncing it correctly, but that's beside the point.
Well, Bebo isn't Bebo. It's actually Bebo. But I know how you guys like to do the B, so it's Macedo, I guess, is how you guys would say it.
It's Bebo?
It's Bebo.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That
Bebo.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Yeah, sure.
Hard to tell if Greener's doing a bit now, or if he's being, or if it's just his inner Newfie coming out.
If you heard my inner Newfie come out, it'd be more like, "Hey, Zabazi, we're gonna get a drink over there."
Holy shit. Man speaking cursive over there. Jesus.
Anyway, all right.
Yeah. So the expansion
yes.
lead for
Well, the project lead for Destiny 2 expansions was her actual name.
is on her way out.
Yeah, she's leaving. She's leaving, which means we're gonna get a new one. I wonder who it's gonna be. And she talks about in the message that she sent out that she's super. Wait, what's going on here? No, I don't see the tweet anymore. Am I crazy?
No, I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, okay. I don't know why it wasn't there. I had to refresh it. Okay, so she says she's excited for a new opportunity to build something from the ground up. So it sounds to me in her tweet that she's been offered an entire game director position. Maybe it doesn't have to be that title, but typically, you know, I feel like the reason she would leave is, you know, she was offered game director of something. You build that from the bottom up. You built the whole game. It's gonna be awesome. It doesn't. It's not with Bungie, so it would have been cool if it was a new Bungie project. But who knows? Probably somewhere with Sony. They probably picked her up.
Kind of wish she had taken the opportunity to build some more story into this first act of Echoes.
She's an expansion lead. She's not the seasonal story lead. Expansion. She only worked on the final shape. I don't consider episodes part of the final shape.
Or maybe she's leaving. Obviously, she maybe had a better offer because no more expansions for Destiny 2.
Well, they just talked about Frontiers like 10 minutes ago. So,
well, what's Frontiers?
It's the next Destiny expansion. It's
Is
current
it not
code
Destiny
name.
3?
No, they did a big thing on it. They called it Codename Frontiers. I mean, it could be Destiny 3, but its code name right now is Frontiers. Destiny Frontiers.
The scuttlebutt is that there isn't going to be a Destiny 3. It's going to be a Destiny reboot, but just called Destiny. And Frontiers is currently the
That's the same thing as Destiny 3, though. Like, who cares what it's actually called?
Yeah, but I would like it for them to drop the 2 as well. You know, just call it Destiny, man.
I say they just call it Destiny 4. Just to fuck with everyone.
I say
they
you
just
get
call it
no say
Destiny
in what
1.
happens ever.
They just call it Destiny 1, but they actually spell out ONE.
Oh, like they did for Battlefield?
Yeah.
Well, Battlefield didn't spell it out, but what Battlefield was that? Was that Battlefield 5? It would have been Battlefield 5, yeah, because it came after 4. It would have been Battlefield 5, but they called it Battlefield 1 just because it was taking place during World War 1. And then they made Battlefield 5. Oh my god. At the time, I was like, oh, that's clever. And then they kept the naming convention immediately afterwards, and I'm like, it's not clever anymore. Now you look stupid. Because now you go Battlefield, Battlefield 2, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5, Battlefield 2042. Like, what the fuck are you doing over there? Battlefield 3 was like one of my favorite shooters of all time. It was such a good multiplayer game. And then, who makes that shit? Is it EA? Yeah. It's DICE, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, EA. They just, I don't know what happened to their brains, but they fucking just shit all over their face. Like, Battlefield 20
will affect your brain.
Yeah, Battlefield 2042 just was a complete disaster when it launched. I heard it got better, but that shit doesn't matter to me. Like, I don't go back. Like, I played that game and I was like, this game sucks. And I just never went back.
That's usually how that goes, yeah.
I don't even play Call of Duty. Like, you know, it's always those two in people's minds that are battling between one another. I haven't played Call of Duty. If you haven't, then you're not ingrained in the...
No, like for me, it was never Battlefield and Call of Duty. I was always just Call of Duty guy. I tried Battlefield a couple times, and I didn't really...
Battlefield 3 was so good. It was so good. It was way better than anything Call of Duty ever put out. So much more fun. Oh my god, I loved it. But then 4 was okay, and I was like, okay. And 1 was garbage, and then 5. I don't even remember what 5 was. The fuck is 5? It was World War II. Yeah, that's the first time they did the battle royale. Anyway, we're getting off track here. Let's get the. I gotta go to bed or some shit. I don't fucking know. What an episode! All right. Anyway, it's sad to see you go. You nailed the final shape. It was awesome, Katarina. But good luck with your future shit. Whatever it happens to be. She says she'll tell us later. At some time. More on that later. Maybe she said it further down. I didn't read the whole thread.
She did not.
Okay. All right. Well, the final shape was awesome. I got nothing else to tell you. I didn't know who you were before the final shape, to be honest.
She was in the Lightfall Vidoc and stuff.
Oh, was she?
She was. Yeah.
Well, Lightfall fucking sucked. Sorry, but you redeemed yourself with the final shape.
Yeah.
Was she the project lead for Lightfall?
I don't know.
Oof. Rough. If she was, rough. Sorry. But like I said, you redeemed yourself with the final shape. Because that's primo Destiny content right there. That whole expansion. Everything about it. I can't think of anything I dislike about it that much. Other than the fact that you can't get 2 class items from Dual Destiny anymore. It's fucking stupid.
Agreed.
Yeah, you dropped
same.
the ball on that one. What a dum-dum.
I don't think that was her, but yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, me neither.
What?
Well,
I don't think that had anything to do with her, but
she is the expansion lead. The class items were supposed to be the last key to unlock your true powers of transcendence, which is what came with the final shape. Yeah, she's directly involved. Even if it wasn't her decision, it should have been her veto. And if she didn't veto it, then it's all her fault.
see, I think the problem is we got. So we got
Spoiled?
to experience. Yeah, we got to experience the glitch,
Mhm.
right? Because if we never would have had it, would you still feel this way? I think so. I think it would still suck to get 1 class item.
My point would still be valid. We would have found out that the chest farm was faster, and that's what I would have been doing instead of running the mission as much as I did.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda, I guess. Yeah.
Honestly,
That's
getting
what I
one
think
every
about
15
that stuff.
minutes is actually, when you think about it though, when you think about it, like it's definitely like, Rec, you said it's 15 minutes, right?
Between 10 and 15
One every
minutes if
50
you're
chests.
efficient. Yeah.
I mean, there ain't much better farming for exotics than 1 every 15 minutes. Is there any
Yeah,
other
it's
exotic
called
you
the
can target
checkpoint.
farm and get every 15 minutes?
Oh,
No.
get every 15 minutes? Yeah.
Yeah. But they
I
all
mean,
have the
no
same
other-
roles. So,
Yeah, exactly.
that gives you problems. Yeah.
I guess it'd be like a weapon farm, like for the GM, maybe. But that even takes 25, 20,
And that's
25
different
minutes.
too. And those, yeah.
But that isn't an exotic. It's just a.
It's not even an exotic, yeah. So, I mean, it probably makes sense. It probably makes sense what they have there. It just sucks because it was really clean and really nice, but it probably makes sense. I don't know. I don't make video games. Let's see if DMG fixed the twids. No, he didn't. No animal pictures. I knew he was the problem. No, I'm just kidding. It was a joke. Everybody, DMG's back, by the way. Officially. Officially from the 24th, I think it was. I don't know. I haven't seen any positive changes yet, though. I don't know what's going on. I'm just kidding. You imagine making changes that quickly? That'd be sick. La 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 la. Oh, I wanted to talk. Is there anything more Destiny we gotta talk about?
Nope.
So we're done, eh? We're done. In
We're
theory?
done.
Sir.
All right. I just wanted to talk quickly about because it was such a big point in contention back in when did Stellar Blade come out? Was it in February? At this point,
Is that the one with the titties?
I mean, there's titties in
No,
every video game.
It's more about the ass in Stellar Blade.
Not really.
What kind of man?
How much time did you
Personality.
spend standing on a ladder and looking up at your character from underneath? 'Cause
Almost zero
every day.
That's what
Almost
everything
every
was
day.
on Twitter.
Almost
why I didn't
zero
buy it.
time, but I could tell you how long I spent in the inventory screen because every time you shake your character with the camera, they jiggle back and forth. Yeah. So, and it was a lot longer than I was on a ladder. Okay, never mind. This game came out on April 26th. Okay. I thought it took me like 6 months to platinum this, but it didn't. It only took me a couple months. All right, so officially, I want to talk about it because I said initially that I wanted to play the game because it had all this controversy around it, and I just wanted to see if it was good. I reported back that when I rolled credits that it was good enough for me to want to go ahead and continue platinuming the game, which I did. And the platinum wasn't that fun to do. I really like platinums that are fun. That don't have 487 collectibles, which they don't. There's 49 collectibles in this game, which is not that bad. The worst part about it is there's 3 endings in this game, and you got to get all 3 endings to platinum. I fucking hate games that do that. Why do you make us play your game multiple times? Stop it. Nobody wants to play your game more than once. Nobody.
So what you're saying is you hate to repeat content?
Yes, absolutely. I ain't got time for that shit. That's why I hate Destiny.
Okay. That's where I was going, yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely why I never listen. Okay, you're gonna find this ironic, but when I played Destiny 1, I played the story, I did the raid, and then I was like, okay, this is a game of service. What do I do? Oh, redo all the stuff that I've already done over and over again? Nope. And I deleted Destiny 1. I never played it beyond that. I had already pre-ordered the Dark Below and the House of Wolves expansions from the first year. Like, that was pre-ordered stuff. Never played them. Didn't care. Never went back. Okay? And if Shrouded didn't exist, I probably would have never went back to Destiny 2. I'm glad I did because there is a lot of interesting stuff in Destiny that you get to do if you stick around long enough. But the day-to-day repeating of the same activities over and over again, I'm glad they brought in the seasonal model because it does shake things up and actually gives you new things to do. But yeah, running the same strike over and over again for 87 years, no thanks. I'm good. Anyway, so same thing. This game requires you to beat it 3 different times to get 3 different endings. The good news is you can just you can turn off your save uploads to the cloud, and then you can, as long as you do it at the right time, you can just take that
save
you can take that save back and do it again. But the problem is, if you didn't know that ahead of time, dun, 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 which I don't always look up the list of trophies because I don't want to get spoiled, because there's spoilers in trophies. And they have it spoiler tagged, but if you want to know what you have to do, you have to unspoiler tag it to see what it is. And 3 of them are do this ending, do this ending, do this ending. So you have to do one ending where you say no to the big bad guy. You have to do one ending where you say yes to the big bad guy, and you have to do one ending where you say yes to the big bad guy, but you also did all the side quests. So the first time I played the game, if you know me as a completionist, I did all the side quests, and then unfortunately, I said no to the big bad guy, and then I kicked the shit out of him, and the game was over. But what that meant is because I didn't have a save, with all the side quests done, before I had to do them again, which was frustrating for me because so I went back into the game. I was like, I'm gonna platinum this. I know I have to do this now, so I'm gonna commit. So I committed, And I made it all the way to the point of no return without doing one side quest. So then I did the whole upload, yada, yada, yada thing. And then I went and beat the game, said yes to the big bad, and with none of the side quests done. And then you get an ending that way. And then I had to go back to the point of no return. And then I had to go and redo that. That's when I had to go and do all the side quests. So then I could go and finish the game after saying yes again. That was the worst part of it. I didn't like doing that. I hate doing that. And that would have been frustrating. But in theory, the problem is the point of no return is like 20% of the game. It's really annoying. It's a huge point of no return. It's not just like point of no return, 20 minutes later, the game's beat. It's like point of no return, 3 hours later, the game's beat. And it's like, oof. Anyway, I guess I just wanted to say I officially did it as Platinum is done, and I still think the game is good. The Platinum was a little annoying. I still get like an 8 out of 10 probably, which is way higher than I would have ever anticipated thinking that game would be, because I'm not like an action game type person. Yeah, there's a lot of outfits in that game, and some of them are really like, ignore all the sexuality and all that stuff about that game. The models and designs are really fucking cool. They put a lot of time into that, and you don't have to buy any of them. You just
look
earn
at them on the store.
No, you earn them in game. Isn't that crazy? Imagine that concept from 2005, right? When you actually used to earn things in game and not have to buy them.
So which one would you recommend as your last what outfit would you recommend?
The one I really liked was the pink teddy bear outfit. I sent a picture to Wrecked earlier, but
he likes the bear suit.
Yeah,
Green is a furry.
Furry.
Actually, the bear suit is pretty cool. I've seen some gameplay with it, and it is pretty
cool.
awesome doing a bunch of anime shit while you're a big plush bear.
Yeah, isn't that neat? I had the screen kind of dark. Here, give you a better look at it. That's
a teddy bear.
Here's one you might like. You can't see much of this one, but
don't be his dick.
No. There's a lot of side boob right there.
Yeah, that's more my style.
That's more your style.
Along the lines of what I would be picking.
There's a lot of them. A lot of them are good. A lot of them are fun. It's a good game. If you got a PlayStation, you should check it out.
Greener enjoyed Stellar Blade enough to play it 3 times platinum, and you should too. All right.
I played it 2.5 times. Let's put it that way. 2.5 times to platinum it. Now I need to go play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth for 100 hours to platinum that game.
Enjoy.
Nah, that's too long. That's too long for platinum. I probably won't bother platinum in that game. Yeah. Is there anything else to talk about? No? Just Shrouded news? Shrouded news?
Let's wrap this stuff up.
So you can leave.
Shut her down.
All right.
Clan night.
All right. Quick Shrouded news, though. Catastrophe stream tomorrow. Boom, boom. 24-hour extra live stream next Saturday. We're going to have some fun about... I even said it without thinking about it. Boom. The word's about. I got it. Okay, yeah, 24-hour extra live stream next Saturday. And when are we doing the next event? Are we doing... I'm not doing Twister, you weirdo.
It's Clan Wars. It'll be next month.
Is it in
July,
August?
But
it's in August? Okay, Clan Wars, August. How do you play Twister by yourself, Joe? Like, what? All right. So if you somehow made it to the end of this podcast and you're not in the Shrouded Gaming community, stay away. Like, we're I'm just kidding. You can check us out at shroudedgaming.com. You get right into our Discord if you do shroudedgaming.com/Discord. Check us out. Check all the links in the description below. Should all be there as well. A reminder that you can always win some silver every week here on this show if you join the Discord and find out how. All right, everybody, it's been amazing. Thanks for you. Thanks for coming and watching episode 68. It's the big one next week, I guess. But episode 68 of This Week at Shrouded. It's been amazing hosting you. I'm AGreener. Thanks to Mister Wrecked and Bebo. Sorry, I tried to do.
It's all right. That's all right.
I was fucking with you. But thanks, Wrecked and Bebo. And yeah, have a good one. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.